This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within.
But she got the bisons and she got 10 eagles when you get it serviced.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is
That was nice, really nice. Yeah,
I absolutely loved it. It was
Yeah.
a great time.
Absolutely.
The intricate work.
Well worth the entry fee to come.
It was. It really
Very
was.
nice, lovely.
Thanks, Becky.
And we liked the company too.
It was excellent. Love, love, love.
2 thumbs up.
So you finish your White House tour. What do? These guys have their own plans. That was our first time touring the White House, and I have to say I really enjoyed it. It was definitely worth our time, but I was a little disappointed that we weren't able to explore more rooms and see more places in the White House.
That was my biggest disappointment. I wanted to see more of it. I wanted to see the Oval Office. I wanted to see where the magic happened. Now I know that was probably a little...
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
Yeah, but in my mind I thought, okay, we're going to be walking by and see people working, and you know, maybe we'll get to
Get out of the
looking.
basement.
Yeah, but what we did see, there was a lot of history. There was a lot of good stuff to see, a little history of the White House, but I wanted to see more.
So if you want to take a tour of the White House, you do have to plan ahead. You cannot wing it and get into the White House. You can't just walk up to a stand and buy tickets because they do a little bit of a background check. So you need to send an email to your congressman, and I'll put links down below for you, within 21 to 90 days of going on the tour. You will also have to have specific identification to get you into the space. It has to be a government issued ID that will allow you in.
And another pro tip is make sure your name is correct on whatever access list you're providing.
Yeah.
We had somebody in our group that,
Robert.
that ended up becoming Bob because that's what was
Yeah.
on the thing. So he got pulled aside by the Secret Service. They had to do a little bit more digging on him to make sure he was who he said he was and not this Bob character that was on the list.
Yeah, Al almost didn't get in, but we got it all squared away. We all got in and had a great time. So if you've been to the White House on the tour, let me know what your thoughts are. Put it down in the comments below and let us know if it's something that's on your bucket list.
We moved on to the next project, and that's putting a shelf here in my storage bay. So it's going to be above the bottom of the basement, and it's going to be level with the frame rail inside here. I'm only putting it on one side because the other side has the inverter, water filter, and the solar charge control over there, so limited space. But I'm really looking forward to getting one put in here so that I can put the smaller things up top. Because as you know, with these raised frame chassis, you can't really stack things in here too well. We're staying at our friends Tommy and Becky's house, and they have all the tools, resources, everything needed to fabricate this shelf. Tommy had a great plan and had everything here waiting for me when we arrived.
Whatever you're more comfortable. I would go down first.
Yeah, and then come this way?
Yep. Or you can start at the bottom and work your way up, because as a molten, gravity's gonna pull it.
Oh, so
if you start at the bottom and work your way up, then it's gonna lay over like a stack of dimes.
Gotcha. Tommy was brave enough to let me try welding for the first time, and I gotta tell you, welding is not in my future.
So it's a pretty tight deal, so I would probably just come this way, okay? Kick it off so you can actually see it.
Yeah.
And if anything, you might want to, you're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold that. Because you might want to put your hand on the table and use that as your guide.
Yeah.
And go back and forth.
Tommy was a really great instructor. He even pointed out that one of my best welds didn't weld a thing. All right, everything is dry fit. We've got the brackets installed, running this beam right here for the front part of the shelf to make sure it's going to fit. The dry fit is a go, so we'll take this back down, paint it, and get it ready for the cross beams and then the wood to sit in top. Looks good. Today is the day we put the front bracket in. on the shelving unit that we're putting in. It turned out really nice. All right, what we're doing here is we're making a template before we cut the wood and put it into the shelf. So this is going to be our template, 18 by 44-ish. Don't quote me on that. Let's go put it in, see if it fits. Fits like a glove. Hitting front. Yeah, this side over here's got to be trimmed, I think. It's flat here.
Okay, snug here.
But here it is hitting the bolt back there, and I just
Oh, that's why.
well, it's hitting the bolt there. Yeah, it's hitting it there.
Square 100%. So.
Yeah, but if we could we 45 the corners, the back two corners?
No. No, we don't want to do that.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a hair. Okay. It fit. Yeah.
Y'all got it right this time, so y'all cut it the wrong size, huh?
Cut what
How was that possible,
What?
that you made the shelf the wrong size?
Who did?
That's the story going around.
The bottom of the shelf is complete. It's black, painted black, so it matches the framing and everything else in the basement. Now we're getting ready to spray the adhesive on the bottom side, or the top side of the shelf, and then we're going to add this carpet to the top of it, dress it up. Carpet is on. All we have to do now is go and put it in, and this project will be complete. Done. As you can see, I was able to get all of my smaller items up here on the shelf, giving me a little bit more room here on the bottom. Worked out perfectly. And if you don't have access to fabricate one yourself, there are shops around the country that you could go to with your dimensions and they can fabricate one. The one good thing about my shelf is that we welded the shelf pieces together, but we bolted it into the frame so I can remove it if I need to. Nothing was attached to the chassis frame, so I didn't void any warranties there. We all know that RVing is about the journey, but the destination needs to be worth surviving. Potholes, RV repairs, and soaring gas prices.
And thankfully, RV Destinations magazine is reminding us that the destination is why we chose RVing to begin with. RV Destinations magazine has in-depth information about great destinations for RVers of every kind. Each featured destination has several pages about the location, complete with stunning photographs that will make you wish you were there. Be Inspired is RV Destinations' motto, and that is exactly what it does. It inspires you to go to destinations all over North America. There are so many amazing places still left for us to explore.
What I like about RV Destinations is it's full of content with pictures that describe each location, making me want to go there. And best of all, it doesn't have a ton of ads throughout the magazine.
RV Destinations magazine is available across multiple platforms and devices.
RV Destinations is currently running an introductory offer that will save you $10 on your annual subscription.
But because they love our viewers, they are also offering another 10% off. If you type in "Today is Someday" in the promo box, you will receive even a bigger discount. Oh, Antelope Canyon, we've been there.
Yeah.
Today, I am ditching Phil and we're having a little fun with the girls.
It always better.
We put up a video a couple of weeks ago about escaping your spouse so you have sanity, and today we are going to have a lot of sanity because all the girls are escaping their spouses. Girls' Day! We'll try not to get into too much trouble. Of course, you can't go to DC without hitting up some of the museums, so today we're doing a very unique museum. It's a word museum, so it could be interesting or, I don't know, boring. But we'll see.
Awesome.
We'll see, and we'll let Christina know.
Who are you with? Language comes to life.
Look, I wish it was on. Oh, yeah. Okay, we are all true book lovers. The door opened and we gasped like somebody died.
Check this out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the Lorax, Dr. Seuss.
I know, they're all so awesome. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Calvin and Hobbes. My son read this book every night.
So, 90% of English comes from French, Latin, Greek, or Germanic languages.
We're going to show you how it's really done. You ready? We got our mics here. You are out of your minds if you think I'm singing on camera. That is so never happening.
Okay, 8. I know what you're thinking. Is that even a word? Of course 8 is a word. People have been saying it for at least 300 years. It started when someone decided to save time by combining am and not.
Well, ain't that nice?
Everything's a wheel turning and turning, never stopping.
The frogs is part of it, and the bugs, and the fish, and the wood thrush too.
Pro tip for the day: when you're in a big city, try and seek out some of the smaller, lesser known museums or something unique in the city, because you just might find a few hidden gems like we did here today. The National World War II Memorial honors the 16 million people who served as part of the U.S. Armed Forces during World War II, including the more than 400,000 that made the ultimate sacrifice for their country. One of the most striking features is the Freedom Wall. Each star represents 100 Americans. The powerful inscription reads, "Here we mark the price of freedom." Happy hour in skee ball. Oh, it's about to go down. It is playoff time. Me against Angie. As you guys know, we are making our way from the Keys all the way to Canada, and I gotta tell you, there have been a few bumps along the way, which we are gonna address next week when we go live.
Don't miss it. Stay tuned. You're gonna want to hear what we've been up to.
So it'll make all of these videos make sense. I know there are a few gaps from our keys to Canada. We've done some big leaps from one state to another.
We're kind of doing
but this will fill it all in
as we head north. But we are having fun. We are still here. The content is still coming. We just might be a little behind.
We're a lot behind. And we did miss a couple of weeks.
We did.
And we probably are going to miss another week here really soon. So make sure to tune in next week, and we're going to fill you in on all the craziness that's happened.
It all makes sense. Trust us.